Is the Grand Strand real estate market finally shifting? Prices are up in some spots, down in others, and one area is in full-on buyer's market territory.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just watching from the sidelines, you'll really want to see what's happening behind the headlines. So let's break it down.
In this month's market update, we're breaking down all the key housing numbers you need to know for July 2025 across the Grand Strand, including oceanfront condos, Carolina Forest, and new construction trends. Let's get started.
Wait, before we get into that, have you hit that subscribe button yet? If not, make sure to do so and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our weekly videos. Single-family resale homes throughout the Grand Strand in July closed at an average of $511,000, which is back up this month. And the average list-to-sales price ratio was slightly down at 95.6%. The average days on market stayed about the same at 103 days, and the number of homes on the market this month dropped again to a 5.7 month supply, which is still in a balanced market range. The current average list price is $600,000, just slightly down from the previous month. So what does this mean to you? Well, for single-family resale homes throughout the Grand Strand, prices are up and inventory is shrinking just a bit. So for sellers, you're in a good spot. Homes are holding value and competition is manageable. For buyers, well, it's still a fair playing field, but move sooner than later. This could really shift towards a seller's market if inventory keeps dropping.
Moving on to the resale condo and townhomes throughout the Grand Strand. Homes closed at an average of $250,000 in July, which is back down this month. The average list to sales price ratio was 96.7%, which is also slightly down from the previous month. Homes stayed on the market an average of 130 days, which is about the same as the previous month. And now we have more condos on the market, going up slightly to an 8.4 month supply. And that is still in a buyer's market range. The current average list price is $271,000, which is down from last month. What does this mean for you? For condos and townhomes in the Grand Strand, prices are down, and there's a lot more inventory. For sellers, expect more competition and longer time on the market. Now is the time when pricing aggressively and staging well is key. For buyers, it's a great time to negotiate. More choices, better deals, and less pressure.
So now let's take a look at the July sales for oceanfront condo buildings. And these condos closed at an average of $290,000, down again this month. But interestingly, the average list to sales price ratio stayed the exact same at 96.3%. The average of 141 days on market is up from the previous month, and there's now a 12-month supply of condos on the market, back up this month and definitely in a buyer's market range. The current average list price is $306,000, the exact same as last month. So what does this mean to you? Well, along the oceanfront, condo prices and demand are slipping with a 12-month supply on the market. So for sellers, this is a buyer's market. Pricing and presentation are everything if you want to sell relatively quickly. For buyers, this might be your window to score that beach condo at a discount.
Moving inland to the Carolina Forest area, in the month of July, the single-family resale homes closed at an average of $568,000, which is up again this month. The average list to sales price ratio was 97%, the exact same as we saw in June. Homes took a lot less time to sell this month at an average of 94 days on market, which probably helped clear up some of that inventory, as there is now only a 5.9 month supply of homes on the market, which is a drop down this month. And now we are officially in a balanced market range. The current average list price is $569,000, which is down from the previous month. So what does this mean to you? Carolina Forest single-family home prices are up, and homes, they're selling faster. For sellers, there is now strong demand. You may be able to sell quicker and for a good price. For buyers, competition is heating up. Be ready to act when you find a home you love.
All right, for the condos and townhomes in the Carolina Forest area in the month of July, the average sold price was $216,000, which is up this month. However, the average list to sales price ratio was 96.8%, slightly down from June. Condos took slightly longer to sell at an average of 110 days on market. And as we ended the month, we are now at a 7.5 month supply of homes, which is up this month and still in a buyer's market range. The current average list price is $220,000, which is down from the previous month. So what does this mean to you? Well, Carolina Forest condos and townhome prices are up, but homes are taking longer to sell and inventory is growing. So for sellers, price smart and be patient. And for buyers, look, it's still a buyer-friendly market, so negotiate confidently.
Finally, let's take a look at new construction sales throughout the Grand Strand. The average sold price for new homes in July was $428,000, which is back up this month. However, the list to sales price ratio went down to 98.2%. So, what's your takeaway? For new construction homes across the Grand Strand, prices are up, but builders are willing to negotiate more. For buyers, builders may offer incentives like closing costs and upgrades, so don't be afraid to ask. For sellers of resale homes, you're competing with brand new homes. It is important to highlight what makes your home unique.
If you're wondering if it's the right time for you to buy or sell, give us a call. We'd love to discuss the best plan for you.
And before you go, if this information was helpful, we would greatly appreciate if you would leave a like on this video, and remember, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our weekly videos.